Hi, welcome to replicate this Illustrator edition problem number 3, which is text on a path. Let's get centered in screen here. Okay, to write text on a path, especially a wavy path, you need a path. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pen tool and we're going to start drawing. We're actually just going to draw one of these things and then we're going to duplicate it and join it together. So let's start by clicking. I'm going to try to mirror this shape right here. So I'm going to click and drag to the right while holding down Shift so my handle stays straight. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click without holding down Shift, because if I hold down Shift it thinks I want to draw a straight line. So without holding down Shift, I'm going to click and drag and then hold down Shift so the handle stays straight. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click and drag to the right while holding down Shift to get up, wave a hump, a single hump. Now in class I brought up which kind of camel, dromedary or Bactrian. I can never remember that, and it's super important, so you should probably go to Wikipedia right now and look it up for me. Let's make sure that our two bottom points are on the same horizontal level by going up here to our align buttons. We want vertical align bottom. See how the little icon sort of explains what's happening here? When you have the white arrow and you select multiple points, you can align them in space. You don't just align, it's not only possible to align objects with these align tools, but you can also do it with points. If I select just two with the white arrow. So let's click that. And it looks like the left one was just a tiny bit higher. So now that we've got a little hill here with a stable couple bottom points, we are ready to, I'm going to grab my black arrow here, and I'm going to grab our hill. What's going on here? I do not want bounding box. Hide bounding box. Bounding box is a thorn in my side. I'm going to grab this left point and I'm going to drag to the right while holding down Shift so it stays straight and wait until my cursor turns white. There it finally goes. That means that it is aligned directly over the right point of my line. And I'm also going to hold down Option. See how another little Star Trek symbol appears? Because that means I'm going to duplicate it. I let go, and now what I need to do is join these two things together with this point. There are actually 2 points right where you see just one point. It's the end of this one and the start of this one. I'm going to, with my white arrow, drag select over both of them, and I'm going to go to Object, Path, Join, or Command J. Now there's just one point here. See that? Command Z. And let's see, there's only 4 humps on this line, and we already have 2, so couldn't we just grab this double hump by the left-hand side, Shift, Option, drag it over till the cursor turns white, let go, grab our white arrow, select over those 2 points, Object, Path, Join, or Command J, and now we have a path that is suitable to type on. Now what I want to do actually is lengthen this to be the same as this, just for exactness. So I'm going to hit the hotkey E, which is Free Transform Tool, aka the bounding box. And I'm going to extend our line so that it matches more closely what we've got right above. Okay, there's our path. Move it down, grab our type tool. Now, many different kinds of type tools here. The ones you have to concern yourself are probably only these top 3. We, oddly enough, are going to need the Type on a Path tool right now, which has the wavy line underneath it. And I'm gonna click on this left side of my line. Now, if you are lucky, oh hey, I was lucky. You will get the type, the blinking cursor, on top of your line. Some of you may be confused as to why your blinking cursor is underneath your line. Right now mine is centered and the type is huge and it's blinking in the center of my line. So what I'm going to do is pull this out. I'm going to say, oops. I'm just going to test this out. I'm going to go back to object mode here. Go to, let's see, how big is that text, do you think? 12? Is that 12 point Myriad Pro regular? Let's go with 12 point Myriad Pro regular. Now, if you were unlucky, your text, let's get rid of you for the time being, your text might be like under here, might be upside down, or it might be over here, or maybe to the right. Just know that anytime you create text on a path, Illustrator gives you 3 lines that are perpendicular to the path that you draw. There is a left side boundary or margin. See how as I drag these, it sort of shrinks the area that the text can fit into. And then there's this center pin. I like to call these things pins because they're so thin and pokey looking. I'm going to drag this left one all the way back to the left. So if your text is upside down, go ahead and drag the middle pin. They might be really, really close together, so you have to pay attention. Drag that middle pin up to the top, and you will have right side up text. Let's go to paragraph. Let's go to left align. Go back to character, close character rather. Now we can make a phrase. Oh, just a little bit too long. You can write whatever you want, obviously. Let's hit escape to get out of blinking cursor mode, and there you go. That is problem number 3 for Replicate this Illustrator edition. See you on number 4.